One of the first nights I was out there was a man who said, "How would you like your doctor showing up in your bedroom at 2 in the morning unannounced?" And he caught me off guard.
Jim O'Connell was the salutatorian of his graduating class at Notre Dame. He attended Harvard Medical School and was ready to start a prestigious fellowship when his chief of medicine asked him to take a brief detour to start a program for the homeless.
So I, of course, said, yes, I'll do whatever you want for a year, but I would only commit to a year. My job for the first 2 months was to soak people's feet. And I can remember thinking what a mistake I'd made taking this job. This is not what I had been planning on doing. And there I was, kneeling on the floor, washing feet and realizing we were there to serve people.
Boston Healthcare for the Homeless now has 600 employees who treat more than 12,000 patients each year. Driven by the care delivered by the nightly outreach van.
To this day, it still goes out every night, bringing those things that are vitally needed by people on the street.
Every single night from 9 p.m. to 5 in the morning, doing that very difficult work, which is emotionally grueling, mentally grueling, and yet he comes alive.
I got to ride in that van twice a week for years and years. And I would serve soup and sandwiches, but it's how I got to know people on the streets. I was piggybacking on the trust that the van built every night. People living in the shelters will die at 3 times to 4 times the rate of someone the same age living in Boston. And if you live on the streets, you can triple that. I think we cry more often than I'd like to admit. Death is ubiquitous on the streets. What we find is that they die way before we had really hoped or wanted, and it is a crusher because we feel we should have saved them.
You have this entrance into their lives and you start to feel this sense of kinship or family, and then it's like you're filled with this immense gratitude.
I am forever grateful to have been at Notre Dame surrounded by people who are really interested in trying to give of themselves rather than take for themselves. We were all supposed to be doing something good.
For the past 5 decades, Jim O'Connell has been a caregiver for Boston's most vulnerable. And by kneeling to soak feet, he answered a higher calling.